Hi, students. So this is the program, Summer 2021 program, and our program is aimed for to be for students who are incoming from 10 to 11 and who are also moving from class 11 to 12. And it is intended largely as a means for students to, catch up and get going with the new year and the new program. Our program is uh, aimed, it is an ebook based technology. The technology that Jnanamarga platform is an ebook based technology. We have been given a patent by the USPTO, and also we have been given an award at the World Education Summit this year for innovative technology for school education institutes. Uh, in order to make our program, we worked extensively with teams within IIT Chennai and affiliates to prepare our slide deck both for IIT JEE and NEET. We fully indexed all the ebooks, notably the NCRT ebooks with IIT PAL lectures, and you will see a very good demonstration of that today. You know, so this summer program is this the program for this summer will start now, and it will go all the way till Independence Day, and we are hoping, or till whenever it takes before schools reopen with post COVID. This program is for incoming, firstly for incoming class 11 students. There are students who have completed class 10. Right now, I know there is internal evaluation going on, but those students are now coming to class 11. And so, students at this stage, some students may not have decided NEET is for me, JE is for me, etc. I may become a business. They may not be fully deciding yet, but they want to be in, say, STEM, and students can join our program and get the most value for it. Okay, so let me switch now to you know and so typically a student in using our program, they will get up to 8 hours of lectures. If you are a NEET student, you should attend Professor G.K Bhatt's two lectures. You should attend Dr. Tiwari's two lectures. You should attend my lectures with physics, and we also have a maths program. If you want to attend the maths program, that also you should try to attend. And on top of this, we have you should spend at least 10-15 hours with our application, with our app, and you will get a demonstration of our app as part of this presentation. Then on top of this, we will also provide you additional assignment and quizzing. So you have a busy day every day as part of your preparation. Now, if you are a class 11 student who's planning to catch up, so that if you missed little bit of the material, because it has been a very tough year for everybody this year, not just not just some students, but almost every student has been impacted, and the days ahead you have to catch up for a tough class 11 year, because of COVID-19. So for those students also, we have a plan for you, and then we will have ongoing classes for class 11 to class 12. So this is our plan for the three sets of students. Now, Sushruta for NEET is the app that we will be demonstrated today. It comes in two flavors. The first flavor is the tablet version. The tablet version comes with additional books. For instance, all our tablets come with H.C. Verma's book. I don't know if you can see my book, H.C. Verma Concepts of Physics, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And on top of that, you will get paper copies of A to Z, biology and chemistry, along with the C Engage apps for the same. A to Z is a brand name of C Engage, and we have an affiliation with C Engage. And so and on top of that, you will, of course, you will get all the NCRT textbooks as well as a copy of NEET questions last 30 years, and along with that, the full slide deck. We have spent a lot of time and effort to prepare the full slide deck with the integrated IT PAL lectures. Then there is also Moodle integration so that you can, if you're assigned work, you can go there and see what work to do, how to participate with the live lectures, and we all, you can also, if you are interested in other programs, you can also, we may add some selective personal tuition as well, and we look forward to your ongoing effort in this front. Students can also take mock tests with the eAbhyas app, and of course, any other programs that you have. We are not at all particular. You can also join other programs, as part of your program. Ours is a very affordable platform, and I will go over the details of pricing at later. But the tablet itself is in the 25,000 range. The apps are lower priced, much lower price than the tablet. And this summer program you will find is the most affordable of them all. Okay. So now, students, you will get a demonstration of how you do the registration, how you then go to Sushruta, and how to best use the app. Once you register, people will be sending you, so the first thing you have to do, you have to go to Google Play Store and download the app. And the link for that is com.jnanamarga.sushruta. Okay, so you go to Google Play Store and download com.jnanamarga.sushruta. Okay, so that is the first thing you do. Then you do a registration, and then we will then get in touch with you, and then we will help you go forward. Okay, you have first 2 weeks is free, and you can, of course, start attending all the lectures, and you are all set as part of your NEET preparation. Okay, so now you will get all these resources, textbooks, slides, YouTube, chat, Moodle, and notes, note taking. So this is a very useful platform, and it will be, it will serve you very well in the long term. So you get going and you get ready. Okay. So we have several lectures. We did an open house, partly targeting students with our platform as a generic platform, and this is essentially this today's program is essentially an introduction to our NEET program, and our NEET programs are going to start next week. Now you can go to, as I said, to Play Store and download com.jnanamarga.sushruta. Okay. And otherwise, if you are interested in our GE program, it is called Ramanujan. You can download Ramanujan and work with that. Our teaching staff is led by, you met Dr. G.K. Bhat. It is led by Dr. G.K. Bhat. He has been our top teacher and very well known researcher. And our chemistry program is led by Dr. Tiwari. He is also a leading researcher at National Chemical Laboratories. I myself, I'm Srinivas Bharadwaj. I teach physics for students, and then there is Rudra and Tarun who deal with mathematics. And we have a few additional people with whom you can also choose, if you choose to interact, work with them as well. So we have a strong program for you, very good teachers. And so now, how do you get started? How do you get going? For that, you have to understand, that the NEET exam covers 2 years of study material. So you have to study both class 11 and class 12, And so if you look at the chemistry program, they have spread out the kind of weightage approximately over a large body of material. So you will find that if you look at this whole list, right, your NCRT, if you are an NCRT student or even other places, you do a lot of the, say, um, um, organic chemistry more in the second year. You start out doing, a little more of the inorganic chemistry in the first year, more organic chemistry in the second year, etc. The thing is, the exam itself is very comprehensive, and you have a total of 45 questions in the exam, and with a different varying weightage spread out over a lot of material. So when you meet with Professor Tiwari, he will give you a very good understanding of how best to go about it and how to work. And you can, of course, directly talk to him once you start attending our lectures. And you will get a very good idea of what to do with respect to chemistry. Now the next one is physics. For physics, we typically recommend that you have more than one book. We also recommend, in addition to the NCRT, that you either purchase the paper copy of HC Verma or you opt for our tablet. Otherwise, you can also go to Kindle and Kindle store and download it as an ebook. You know, so with respect to how you prepare for physics, typically what we advise is you first spend a little time learning some calculus. Once you learn little bit calculus, then the preparation for physics becomes slightly easier. And the material also a little bit simplifies a little bit. Once you learn a little bit of calculus, so you start there. We give a crash course in calculus for incoming class 11, and class people going from class 7 to class 12 also, you're well advised to attend that initial phase if you did not get a good understanding. If you did get a very good understanding of calculus and you're comfortable with all the material, then you can go to the more advanced program. So the breakup in the case of physics, right? The year two starts with electricity, magnetism, and then goes on to modern physics. And right now we are just in physics we are just completing the modern physics material. So you get some of that material comes in class 12. So current, electricity, charges, electromagnetic induction, electromagnetic waves, electrostatic potential, etc., come in class 12. And some of the material dealing with modern physics, nuclei, atoms, etc., come in class 12. Okay. But there is also material with respect to mechanics, etc., which you learn in class 11, which gravitation, laws of motion, motion in a plane, etc., which you learn in class 11, systems of particles, and some thermodynamics, which you learn in class 11, right? So some of these things you learn in class 11. So, if you are, if you are a new student, you first learn that material, then you get very familiar. If you are a slightly more advanced student, then you learn you revise the material in class 11, and you also learn the new material. We have a full list of lectures, which is also, in our Jnana Marga Tech YouTube channel, which includes the full class 12 material as well. Last maybe 3 months, we've been 3+ months, we've added all the lectures for electricity, magnetism, waves, and most recently atoms and modern physics. And that next week we are going to deal with the final parts of the physics for this year. So then finally, with respect to biology, I am not going to speak on biology because Professor G.K. Bhat will be speaking to you. And Professor, if you want to speak to this slide, that is also good. Otherwise, we have. Let me finish this slide and then go back to biology. So you can give us a call. That number is Khushbu's number. Feel free to call us, and she will be happy to talk to you. And also, we can speak to you along with your parents you send us an email at engagement@nyanmarga.in. If you are a school, we can work directly with all your students, or if you're a franchise institution, we can work directly with all your institutions. You send us an email, engagement@nyanmarga.in, and we will work with you. If you have problems with, getting set with the app, send an email to support@nyanmarga.in, and someone will help you get registered, get logged in, and up and away. And that is very important for all students. This is the end of my slide presentation. So now I'm going to hand it over to Professor G.K. Bhat. Professor Bhat, would you like to speak to this slide, or I can just you can talk to the students whichever way you choose, or otherwise, if you want to provide a holistic picture how they should go about studying for NEET, for the incoming class 11 and the 11 to 12 students. Either way, I leave it to you, sir. So let me introduce to you all Professor G.K. Bhat. He is our he teaches biology for us, and he has been dealing with NEET students for a long time, and he has produced many successful students who are now fighting COVID for the nation. Let me introduce you, Professor G.K. Bhat. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Srini, for giving me an opportunity to address the students and parents during this COVID pandemics. Uh, Now, with regard to biology, let me tell you, as you are all knowing this, in case of NEET examination, biology has a lion's share. Out of 180 questions, biology subject has about 90 questions. If the students perform well in biology, means definitely they end up with a very good rank in a NEET examination. Now, as far as the preparation for biology is concerned, with regard to NEET examination, first 11th standard biology has more weightage than 12th standard. So you must be very much thorough with the 11th standard biology, because 11th standard biology has 22 chapters and the 12th standard is 16 chapters. Even though the central government has made clear that some of the chapters are eliminated and are deleted, and some chapters are retained for the NEET examination, it has been made very clear by the ministry recently that as far as the NEET examination is concerned, all the chapters are there. There is nothing like that deleted or retained like that. All the chapters are included in the NEET examination. So even though some of the chapters are removed for the board examination, that is different. But as far as the NEET examination is concerned, we have to be thorough with all the chapters, because there are many chapters which are interconnected. Unless you go through all the chapters, it is not possible to understand the concept very clearly in biology. And in biology, you also must know that since there are a lot of possibilities of asking the questions in a different way, the students should become very thorough in regard to the concept. Many students, what they do, they just go through nth number of multiple choice questions, and they'll be simply knowing that this is the answer for this question. This won't work. You must be thorough with the concept, and there are many ways to become thorough with the concept. Our Janmarg is providing you all the literature, what study material, whatever is required to become thorough with this concept. So you must apply this knowledge of the concept in solving the questions. If at all you look into the chapters, now if at all anyone asks me, sir, how many questions we must be prepared for each chapter, I say not less than 500 to 600 questions. You must be thorough with these 500, 600 questions. And in whatever way the questions are asked, twisted or whatever it may be, if you are familiar with the concept, it is not becoming difficult for you to answer correctly in whatever different way the questions are asked. So that is the first thing. We have to be very much thorough with the concept. So these chapters, of course, whatever that you study in 11th standard, they are little bit different when you look into that of the 12th standard. So first, I would like to suggest that As soon as you listen our lecture online, you just revise these chapters by going through these materials provided to you or app provided to you. Afterwards, the best way to evaluate yourself is you have to take up everyday test. Select about 60 questions every day and develop the skill to answer these questions within 30 minutes. You must develop the skill to answer the questions within 30 minutes. That is very important. Not taking 60 minutes to answer 60 questions. No, it is not good. It is not required. You know, biology is mainly memory based. If you know the answer, yes, you know. Otherwise, you will not be knowing the answer at all. There is no meaning in simply thinking about this answer and wasting your time. So, you must develop always while writing the test right from the beginning. You must develop the skill to write the answer correctly within shortest time possible. That is very much important. Accuracy and this speed. These are the two things that are required with regard to writing this, answering these questions. So every day you must take a test and a test after test. Then you'll be knowing that on which concept you are thorough or which are your weak points, which requires again revising. Like that, you must continue throughout the year. So the time that you are saving in this biology, I said the 60 questions should be written in 30 minutes means 90 questions are there in the biology. You must answer these questions in 45 minutes only. The rest of the 45 minutes you have to donate to physics subject. Please know, with my experience of teaching for the 46 years and with my association with the students since 2007, since I have guided a number of students in a NEET, since I am very proud that some of my students got extremely very good rank in a NEET. A student, one of the students got a fourth rank. In the same year, another student got 40th rank. Just a previous year, one of the students got the 87th rank. In this way, since I know how best the students have prepared for NEET examination, I am in a position to say where the students commit mistake and where they have to correct themselves. So always right from the day one, you must develop the skill of answering the biology questions very fast, very speedily, but at the same time not with the committing mistake. Once you save this 45 minutes in biology, that biology time, whatever you have saved, if at all you donate to physics, the physics also you are going to write better. Please remember, my dear students, the top rankers always they are performing very well in the physics. Physics is actually deciding factor. Most of the time, the students do correctly in biology. Most of the questions out of 90, most of the students will be through with the 80, 85 questions. But about 5 questions, there will be always outside NCRT. Otherwise, as far as the biology is concerned, or even in regard to chemistry also, that on this, the NCRT book is very, very important. The NCRT book in regard to biology, most of the questions come from directly from the NCRT book, even though the students have failed to answer, even though the questions are directly from the NCRT book. As per the NEET examination is concerned, NCRT book is a Bhagavad Gita, it's a Bible, and it's Quran. You must be thorough with page by page, paragraph by paragraph, line by line, sentence by sentence, word by word. Even though you go through this very many times with regard to the concept, it requires yourself going through this biology again and again and making the concept very deep in your mind, and then you can answer the questions very easily. So this is what I want to say. As I have told you, our Janmark is providing you an excellent platform to get to know the subject. And as far as the weightage is concerned, generally each chapter it gets around 2 questions. In the first 11th standard, you have what is called plant physiology and animal physiology. Both is a plant physiology and animal physiology or human physiology. Human physiology. Both is a plant physiology and human physiology units are very important, and you must be very much thorough with these units first. And also at the same time, what I've noticed, sir, most of the students complaining that, sir, it's okay with the zoology, but it is very difficult to just remember the examples, especially pertaining to the plants. and they find it very difficult to memorize the examples given, especially in second chapter biological classification, third chapter plant kingdom, then fifth chapter morphology of flowering plants, sixth chapter anatomy of flowering plants, and then coming to the plant physiology chapters. So of course you may be going to become doctor, but it is inevitable that you have to be thorough with the botany chapters also. You have to remember these examples, and especially you have to at least remember the examples given in the NCERT book. So keeping that NCERT book is very important, and there are a lot of study materials provided to you by our Janmark, and please go to that, and that also helps you. Now, coming to the 12th standard syllabus. 12th standard syllabus is totally different from that of the 11th standard, and you like very much this 12th standard syllabus because mainly they are concerned with human reproduction, reproductive health, and also with regard to the genetics, and you come across human health and diseases, then also biotechnology. Since these are all advanced fields of biology, you students find it very interesting to read that and also to answer that. And more than that, 12th standard, since you are going to appear for the board examination at the end of the 12th standard, you are always giving much importance to 12th standard. And since you are writing the NEET examination at the end of the 12th standard, you remember the concept also very clearly. So my request is that you must start giving importance right from the beginning, day one. At the same time, as a biology professor, I must tell you that you should always have minimum of 6 hours of sleep. Time management is another important factor. If you have to think that, okay, I am in the 11th standard, I have 2 more years to go. I am at the beginning of the 12th standard, I have still one more year to go. No, please don't have that mindset. You just think that you have the NEET examination tomorrow itself. So keep it in mind. And as and when you are passing through these different chapters, be thorough at that time itself, and you can revise it later one by one. So you must make another important point is that whenever you read, don't think that yes, I can remember, I can memorize in the examination hall, so there is no problem at all. No, it won't work unless you should prepare what is called a summary sheet or what is called mind map, whether it is a physics or whether it's a chemistry or whether it's biology. It is very much required that you prepare a summary sheet. You should consolidate whatever you read, and you should write it down in a piece of paper. That is always better. And then in the examination hall, whenever there's some question arises, your mind immediately goes to the notes which you prepared, rather than you can't recall the app, or you can't recall the hard copies whatever it have. Therefore, making summary sheet or making this that mind map is very important in all subjects, and especially in physics. With my experience, with my dealing with the students, I can tell you that in physics, what is required is that all formulas should be brought to 1 or 2 pages pertaining to the different chapters. Chapter-wise, there should be the formulas, and also chemistry, especially organic chemistry. It is just like by hearting. So you have to go further. And as far as the biology is concerned, unless the examples are there at your tongue's tip, it is not possible to answer the questions within 30 seconds. So please cultivate that habit of writing the answers quickly without making mistake. And every test after test, you must see that your speed is getting increased, and you are supposed to answer all the 180 questions in the NEET. Definitely, you will be successful in getting this a character and a good rank in a NEET examination. So at present, let me stop with this brief introduction of this biology subject and all. As I told you, there is no weightage as such too much for any particular chapter. In general, every chapter is likely to get 2 questions, 1 question more or 1 question less. But as I told you, in the first year, definitely the plant physiology and the human physiology has a very good weightage. And because plant physiology has 5 chapters, and human physiology has 7 chapters. Out of 22 chapters, 7 plus 5, 12 chapters are from plant physiology and the human physiology. I hope you understand what I am telling. And in the second year, all these chapters are very important, especially the chapters like biotechnology, then microbes in human welfare, and the strategies for enhancement in food production. All these chapters, which are quite interesting, they all have weightage, and especially with regard to the genetics and also human physiology. Each and every chapter generally have on an average 2 questions, one that side, on this side. So that is what I wanted to tell at the beginning. And if at all time permits, then let me just continue again after some time when Srini gives me another slot for the questionnaire. Okay, thank you, Srini. That's all what I wanted to tell you now.
Well, thank you very much, sir. So, students, the next part of today's presentation, you will see the demonstration of the Sushruta app. Prajot will be providing you a detailed presentation, how you can use the app, and in order to engage with all with the NCRT books, as well as HC Verma, etc., and how you can use the app to your best advantage to help prepare. But of course, I will tell you one a very important thing. Attend every one of our live lectures. Come to Professor G.K. Bhatt's lecture, and you will be well served. Stay with the program and stay throughout. Be regular and use your time well every day. And we cannot assure you, because these are very difficult exams. We cannot assure you success, but definitely we can tell you you will be very well served to attend the lectures, and do and earnestness and sincerity will provide rewards anyway in life, and of course with the NEET exam as well. So Prajot, please demonstrate our Sushruta app.
Yeah, you all must have seen in the presentation, our second platform, that is Sushruta, is mainly for the students who are preparing for the NEET. Okay. And so in this demo, I'll be going over Sushruta app. Okay, so this is a Sushruta app. And what we provide here are all the subjects that are necessary for in the NEET preparation. Okay, along with its year. For example, Biology 1 will have the syllabus of the 11th standard, and Biology 2 will have the syllabus of the 12th standard. Okay, so let me select Biology 2 here. And once I click on it, what I get is the syllabus. Okay, so syllabus will be the starting point for any student to navigate to any topic he's interested in. Okay. So like just like in a textbook, how we have the first page as the index page, and the student can textbook, slides, and videos, and like just on a click of a topic, you will get all the resources. Okay, so let me show how it works. So I'll select Unit 1 here, that is reproduction. And once I click on it, what I get is I get all the chapters that are coming under that unit. Okay, and also the sub chapters. So I'll select the second sub chapter here. So I had selected a chapter reproduction in flowering plants, and I'll select the sub chapter fertilization, structure, and events. Okay, so once I do that, what has happened is it has loaded all the resources related to the topic that I've selected. Okay, so let me go over them one by one. So the first one here is the textbook. So since I had selected second subchapter, it has directly taken me to that particular page number in the NCRT book. Okay, so the textbook we are referring here is the NCRT book. And similarly, from here you can go to the slides. So for slides also, like it has taken me like to that particular topic that I had selected. Okay. Yeah. And finally the video. Okay. So the videos that we play over here are from the IIT PAL channel. Okay. So this IIT PAL channel is there on the YouTube also. But if you go through their videos, there'll be like many videos for the same topic. Okay. So their title will remain same. And students really find it difficult, like to which video to watch first. So what we do over here is like we have mapped the right video with the right topic. And the other resources that we have is the Moodle channel, uh, Moodle course. So what we have done is we have integrated Moodle platform with our system. Okay, and we have created courses for each of the units. Okay. So since I had selected this reproduction unit, it has directly taken me to that particular unit. So what lecturers can do is they can post all their material over here related to that unit, and students can access them while they are going through that unit. Okay. And finally, we have the chat feature here. So for chat also, like we have created channels with respect to the units. Okay, so since I had selected reproduction unit, it has directly taken me to that particular channel. So students, what they can do is they can type in their queries here, and say, for example, others there are other students who know the answer and who have also joined the channel. They can answer it, or even the lecturers can reply them back. Okay. And another thing is like while going through the slides or while going through the textbook, if you say come across a term which is also there in some other unit and you want to go over there, you can do that by just searching for the term. Transcription. Okay. So actually, this term comes in the second unit, that is genetics and evolution. So what has happened now is all the resources are loaded with respect to the term that I searched for. Okay, so since I had selected transcription, it has loaded the slides related to that topic. And similarly, the textbook also, it will directly take you to that particular topic. Okay, so this was with respect to biology. Let me move on to a different subject now. So I'll select chemistry 1 this time. Okay, and so the same thing. First, we load the syllabus. Okay. I'll select unit 4 over here, that is chemical bonding and molecular structure. I'll select second subchapter. Okay, so now I'll get all the resources with respect to the topic that I selected. And also, if I want to go to other topic, I can go there by just searching atomic models. Okay, now I get all the resources with respect to the topic that I've searched. Okay, so these are the slides, and this is the textbook. Now I'll also go to physics. So I'll select this physics for 12th standard. Okay, and for physics, we also provide HC Verma book. Okay, that is with our tablet solution. So I'll select this particular unit here, that is optics. Okay, so it has loaded the slides related to optics. And similarly, for textbook, it will give you two options. So one is the NCRT one, and other one is HC Verma. Okay. So with our tablet solution, what we provide is we provide the Kindle app along with the HC Verma loaded inside the tablet. Okay. So whenever you will click on HC Verma, it will display you the page number that you should refer from the HC Verma book. Okay. And once he clicks on OK, the Kindle app will open along with the H.C. Verma book loaded. Okay. So now I will just go to the page number that was displayed there. Okay. So it has taken me to that particular topic now. Okay. So like even if you are using the app on your cell phone, and if you have a Kindle app downloaded, and if you have purchased H.C. Verma book within it, then also you can use this feature. Okay. And along with all this theory material, we also provide you the formula sheets. Okay. So these are the physics formulas. So along with the unit, uh, for each of the unit, we have listed all the formulas. Okay. So for student, it becomes really helpful, like during revision time and all, like to just go over the formulas. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. That's all for the demo. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you, Prajot, for a good demonstration. So, students, you are advised to go to Play Store and download the app and get going. And starting next week, I will tell you the best. You are best served. We have a full library over the last many months. Professor G.K. Bhat has recorded the full biology set of lectures, so you will get access to that as well. That is a very vital resource for you to prepare. Professor Tiwari has also readied the chemistry lecture set. I have readied the physics lecture set. So you get that library, and you get the chance to prepare with the teachers again, and attend every live lecture. I if there is anything that I can advise you, attend every live lecture, download the app, and make maximum use of it. And we cannot assure you, but we tell you this is going to help you significantly in your preparation this year. So on to Professor Butt. If you have any questions for him, feel free to ask. So, sir, actually, I had one question.
Yeah.
The question I had is, see, for a student who has just, who is just starting, that is, he has finished class 10, this has been a difficult year for everybody. Now he is based out of his home, and how should he start? What should he do day one? Saying, okay, now his father is telling him, his mother is telling him, we need a doctor in the house. So you have to study for NEET. So how does he go about it?
Srini, first of all, whether he starts attending the class or without attending the class.
He should attend the class. Let's assume he's a diligent student. He's ready to attend the class.
Yeah. Okay, I got the point. Srini, don't mistake me. With my 47 years of teaching experience, I'm telling, most of the students, when they attend the class, they are not attending the class with full concentration. This is a pathetic part. They do two things at a time. Even if at all they are attending class also, they think something else in the mind, and half-heartedly they attend the class. This is the first weakness or drawback of the student. They should make it a point, listen the lecture perfectly. Especially, I should tell you, what I noticed, especially with regard to physics, when you are teaching this how to solve the problem, they just concentrate the first step, second step, third step, their mind starts thinking something else. Fourth step, they again come here. Now they will not follow, and they will tell that this physics teacher is useless. He is not teaching properly. This is what is happening with every subject, not only with the physics, even in biology also. For that purpose, what I am doing now, in my teaching, especially now I am associated with the nearly 25 institutions. And whenever I do online teaching, I make the students at the end of, even if it was 1 hour teaching, at the end, 10 minutes, I keep it for everyday test. I ask the questions at that time. I project some questions, about 10 questions one by one. I ask the students, come on, you answer this question first. And they need not answer orally. That they need, if they want to unmute and wanted to answer the orally, fine. I don't insist it because there will be sometimes the net problem, server problem, that's this thing. So I ask them, okay, you just send the answer in the chat box. So I wait. If at all there are about, say, in my class, sometimes I get the students to the extent of 80, 90 like that. I just coolly watch that, how many responses are coming. It goes on scrolling, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So if at all, say, 45, 50 students are answering, I'm happy because at least out of 80, 45, 50 students have answered. So in this way, I am making the students to attend a lecture with the full concentration right from the beginning until the end. Sometimes I will be having what is called surprise quiz. Surprise quiz is again, they will not be knowing at all. When they come to the class the next day, I just ask them, okay, now let us have the surprise quiz. You answer these questions, then we shall go ahead. So this is just to make sure that the students have understood the concept, they have read that concept, they have come well prepared. So this is what is happening. See, as you know, our Indians, they are quite intelligent. Indian brain is very sharp when compared to elsewhere. You know very well. So
Yeah,
elsewhere.
yeah.
So, but the thing is that unfortunately, the children are not directed in a proper way how to study, and we are only telling our children, don't do that, don't do this, like that. No, it is of no use. Baba, don't do that, do this. You don't say don't do that. Can you do like this? We have to show, being the elderly person, being the teacher, my duty is not to find fault in the students, but to see the students to get the interest in each and everything. Nowadays, because of the food habits and all, the junk food, you may be knowing that this
Yeah,
junk food
yeah.
that was not at all there in India about 30 years back. Now, everywhere the students are going for junk food with all the additives and preservatives, and concentration power, memory power, all has come down now, and they cannot memorize even whatever is taught in a class at the end of the class. So I make that. Therefore, what my answer to your question is that what they have to do, first of all, they have to cultivate a habit of concentrating 1 hour on the topic, and after that they should going back, they should coolly sit and recall. Especially, I'm telling you about biology. I'm not telling you physics and chemistry. Recall what they have studied on that day. Just let them open biology book. Biology book, as I told you, it is our Bhagavad Gita. The biology book, let them take one paragraph only. Let him read only one paragraph. Then close that book and let him memorize. Whether they can get the memory. If they don't memorize even one paragraph on one first day or within a day or two, how can they memorize all these around 400 pages after the end of the 2 years? It should start from day one. I think I have answered your question. Sorry
Yes,
for taking
yes.
too much of time.
No, it's very, very, very good answer, sir. Very, very good answer. So, any other questions? Anyone else has a question? You can also type it in the chat if you want. Otherwise, the other way is you can reach out to us, and once you register, you can attend the classes, and you can directly ask Professor G.K. Bhat questions. And if you had questions in chemistry, of course, you can go to Professor Tiwari, and physics. I am Srini at Jnana, SRINI at jnanamarga.in, and you can send any questions. If you have any questions in physics, or if you have any other questions also, feel free to ask me. I will briefly go over our the cost side of our program, and we can definitely speak to your parents if you need engagement with them as well. Ours is the lowest cost program you can get in the market. See, our summer program is now going for 3 months. The summer program is 29.95. So you join this summer program and you get 3 months worth of access to the app, and also access to all the lecturers, and of course any other material that we provide. And our YouTube library as well. So you get a huge amount of material, and during these summer months when there is no school, there is no other recourse for you. This is a very valuable program, very beneficial at a very low cost, and you can keep studying, and you can be, the first out of out of the stable, the first out, and probably therefore the first to reach the finish line. If you prepare very well, and you start well, and as Professor G.K. Bhat said, you study every day, you attend the lectures with absolute concentration, you learn, you listen, you study, you will go from strength to strength. You may not be the expert on day one of the NCRT book, but eventually you will have the mastery that is needed to succeed well at NEET. Out of the 720 marks, 360 is biology, so you must allocate a lot of time there. Physics is difficult. Chemistry requires also adeptness. Physics is difficult because it is conceptually difficult, but physics you can learn. Once you learn the concepts, you will get mastery, and you have time for that. But you must again start early. If you learn calculus first before you learn mechanics, then mechanics will be simple. So you have to start there, and you have to stay with the program. You cannot one day come and say, okay, today I want to learn the 15th chapter. Even Bhagavad Gita, you have to start with chapter 1. So please listen daily and attend regularly. So that's my advice. So from I think they have now provided the download links. So you're all welcome to download the app and get started. Next week we will be getting ready with the program. You're all welcome to please attend regularly. That is my first advice, and get going. Start well. If what you start very well, and you can start studying even today. You know, today's lecture is over, I think, but the next week's lecture, please come and be fully engaged with all the material, and we are looking forward to a wonderful 2022 batch and 2023 batch. These these are going to you're all the students that who will make us proud. We want you to be the face in our web page, and we want you to have a successful engagement with Jnanamarga, and as part of your journey in knowledge. Thank you.
Please feel free. We are also just like your family members. Then don't have any hesitation. And I really appreciate the efforts of my best friend Srini in making this everything, or in bringing everything to your doorstep. Only my request is that please make best use of this. That is my request. And I am always at your disposal. Please contact me through message, or through Janmarg portal, and definitely it is our duty to see that you succeed in the NEET examination, and really you are going to become doctor. That's all, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so that is the program for today. So we will see you all next week when the classes start again. And download the app if you have any questions. If you have any problems during the registration process, contact support@jnanamarga.in, and Sunny and Prajot will help you, and we will make sure that you are registered, that you are using the app, you're studying from the textbook, reading, looking at the slides, learning from the IIT PAL videos, and also from our library of videos which are available for all the students. We have a full lecture set, almost 100 videos, physics, chemistry, biology. So you have a very good set now to also get going, get started, and this is the beginning of a journey for you, and we want to be part of that journey. So thank you for attending the open house, and we are with you. Thank you.